You know, as many of us are trying to squeeze more protein in our diets, these protein-packed yogurts are getting more and more popular, but are they good for you? Studio 5 health contributor Miki Eberhardt joins me with the scoop. I have to admit, I didn't know yogurt was a good source of protein. Well, maybe I haven't been paying attention to you.
It didn't used to be.
Okay.
So old school, probably what we were raised on, your Yoplait, your Dannon, your Classic, it used to be like 7, 8 grams of protein in a full cup.
Okay.
Now we're seeing double, triple that in 3/4 of a cup. So this can be a great source if someone doesn't love meat, or just needs something quick, doesn't want to make eggs or something. Some of these are 2 to 3 servings like of eggs, or my palm size of chicken in a little container of yogurt.
This is freeing
it's
for
evolved,
me. Because,
yes,
I do always just think of meat. And you said we kind of have 4 categories.
Yes, we're going to go through these 4 categories just to kind of highlight my favorites in them. We did a very unscientific study at my house with my 12-year-old, and I tried to kind of keep things in a similar, stratification. So like all of these that I tried are about 15 grams of protein. And I went with vanilla across the board as we were tasting them to try and kind of see and do the differences with texture and flavor and all of those kinds of things.
And you said besides proteins, there's other good things for
Yes, yogurt, you always have those good probiotics, good for your digestion, your gut health. It also, the calcium in there, bones and teeth, and also helps with blood pressure. So it's a good way to get calcium if you're not typically a milk drinker. And some of these now have lower lactose than they used to. So if lactose has been an issue, you might want to try some of these.
There are some options for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just briefly say the 4 categories and we'll break it down. So we've got a classic Greek.
Yes.
We've got
ultra filtered.
Ultra filtered.
And these are actually going to be called ultra filtered Greek style.
Wow. Okay, that's not. And so Icelandic skurs, never heard of it. Can't wait to hear about it. And then finally a
dairy snack.
Dairy snack
is the category, and I'll explain that.
Okay, so if you don't know how to pronounce this, because I didn't, I was like fudge, just to be fancy, but no, it's even more fancy.
Faye.
Faye.
Go
Okay.
with the yay.
This is just your good classic Greek.
Greek, and Greek has been around forever. It came on the American market about 20 years ago and gained great popularity because higher protein content, and it's creamy, it's delicious. It goes through a process after it's made that it's strained, and it gets rid of some of that whey, which is the liquid in the yogurt that makes it that creamy. So
I love it.
This is an exception. This is not a vanilla flavor. This is plain Greek, and the reason I don't have any flavors is because the flavored versions usually are around like 12 grams of protein. This guy is 16 grams, 80 calories. It is just, the ingredients are milk and live active cultures. And so most people aren't gonna be like, delicious, it's so sour, right? We know we can use this as a supplement for like sour cream or something. So what I would say is even if you added a little bit of honey or stevia to this with your fruit, an amazing product that you can sweeten on your own.
Okay, Faye. 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 Yes. Okay, let's talk about ultra filtered. What does that mean?
Okay, so we are filtering the milk. So a common popular thing we're seeing now is Fairlife milk. You've probably seen it on, for the Ninja Creamies and those kinds of things. It is a milk that goes through a membrane under pressure, and the result is higher protein and lower sugar, higher calcium, and lower lactose.
Okay.
So it's a good product if you struggle with lactose, but it boosts the protein while kind of keeping everything else a little bit lower. So I'm gonna have you try these.
Okay, I'm excited.
So what we have here, so these are both Oikos brand. One is Oikos Zero, which is 15 grams.
That's delicious.
Yep, 15 grams of protein. It's sweetened with stevia. This is
That doesn't have honey?
No.
It tastes honey.
Yeah, this one is 5 grams more protein. It's Oikos Pro.
Okay.
So this one adds back in some of that whey, like protein powder. It's a little bit different texture.
Not as sweet.
Yep, I had to mix that one a little bit. So both great products as well. Like I would recommend either of these.
This is what I normally buy.
Okay, this one is called Too Good. And I'm gonna put an asterisk next to this one because I kind of ruined my own stratification by adding this in, which this one is 12 grams. It's not 15, but the calories, it's only 80 calories, so kind of the ratio of calorie to protein gram is similar to the others. And I like this one as well. Again, these are all 3 sweetened with stevia.
Okay, so, I like it. This one though is empty.
Yes, this is empty, and that's because it's not one of my top recommendations. And it still has 15 grams of protein, like these other, like this one, and this one's 20, but it uses sucralose as a sweetener, and if we can do stevia over sucralose, studies are just a little bit better. That it's a better sweetener.
But you gave us 3 great options.
Yes, and I will be honest, my son loved this one. Sucralose always is sweeter, so it doesn't have the tart of the Greek. So
if you are looking for sweet, this first one, that was really sweet to me.
Yep,
so.
I like that one a lot. It's easy, just rip off the top and go.
Okay, let's talk about skurs.
Yes,
Icelandic
put on your
skurs.
Viking hat, get your braids out. So skur means yogurt in Icelandic.
Okay.
So we're kind of, very cultured. And I have actually been recommending this Siggy's brand for a long time. It's been out on the market. The thing with the Icelandic skurs, they are not ultra filtered. They do go through a straining process like the Greek yogurt. So they're similar in the creaminess and the higher protein content. It's said that these are a little bit sweeter than Greek. I don't taste the difference. Now these are both vanilla based.
I was going to say they both have little flecks in them. That's the vanilla.
Yes, and this is the thing about these. They are more expensive than these products over here. This guy's the most expensive. This guy's $2.50 a pop.
Oh, wow.
But you look at the ingredients and it is just goodness. You're not going to find anything artificial in there. It's sweetened with agave. This one does have sugar in it, cane sugar, but they have, those are real vanilla bean flecks in there. So you're not going to have kind of the gums and thickeners that some of these others do. If that's what you're going for, these are both good recommendations.
Okay, just taste test wise, the Siggy's wasn't my favorite, but this one,
That is divine.
I guess it's the real sugar.
It's the good
We've got
stuff.
another
and
empty.
it doesn't have that much sugar, I'll be honest.
Just a
So even
hit.
still, yeah.
This one is empty again, which means
Yes,
no go.
and Amy, this is sad for me because I'm usually a fan of Trader Joe's everything.
Yeah.
And the ingredients are great, the numbers are great, the price is great. Whoo, that sucker's sour.
Okay.
I felt like I would need to sweeten it up more based off of what it offered. And I have a video of my son. I'll post it on my socials because I want to see his reaction because his was the same of mine, which is like, oh, what is this? So if you like sour.
You don't need to taste it unless
That's
you
the
like
one.
sour. And we've got one full, one empty. These are dairy snacks.
Dairy snacks. And the reason why it's that category is because this does not fit the yogurt standard because they add in vegetable oil into this product. This one, the tall cylinder one, is what they call keto friendly. I'm not going to recommend a keto diet long term for anybody, but there are medical conditions to prevent seizures where people need to follow a ketogenic diet. This is high fat, high protein. So this is 15 grams of fat, 15 grams of protein, and it has that oil in it to add to the fat. Not my recommendation for the average person. This guy is the ratio protein, and what this one is 25 grams of protein. So that's the most of anything up here. It does use a vegetable oil, and it's a sucralose. So you probably tasted how sweet it was.
Yeah.
I had to mix that sucker for quite a while to get that consistency.
Okay.
It kind of is a little bit separated.
Yeah.
When you get it.
I can kind of even feel that. So these ones, not
it's
your
not
highest
my
recommendation.
top recommendation because of the sucralose as a sweetener. Now, where I would say this may have a fit is if you have a growing athlete kid, scrawny somebody, and they don't like to eat a lot of food, you can pack in 25 grams of protein in that. And, we all love those Fairlife shakes that are impossible to find at Costco. Those have 30 grams in it. That's 25.
There's a little something for everyone
cheaper.
here, but give me just your number one.
Okay, my number one, I would go the Oikos or the Too Good.
That number one Oikos, that is my
Yeah, the easiest, just quick grab, rip it off and eat it.
Okay, thank you so much, Miki. We appreciate you.
Hey, thank you.
Helps us be a little bit smarter.